100.9 waso egu a wotie no yeme mind so enie na yensa aka Heart Builders Real Estate Company Limited adehye e wo hase ya ye no mo ebebo enkomo kakra enti ne dikan me fa kwen so na mama mo akwa abaso kona fe ye de nkomo no ahyehye so Richard Dako na Eunice Akatela nyina every Heart Builders Real Estate Company Limited eno mabeka yensa e wo hase omo bebo dewro e de afa dwuma so a womo edie adan sie ne nsase a womo eton sabe wiase yesi sukra yegyan hem sane yetie bia wodidi mi wie a wobepe ba bia de uti beto ye no ho nkomo ena wie womo de nam abusiafo me makwa aba
na
ena me mafinhia panso
afen komete
gidi se afe e besa simo no na Heart Builders Real Estate Company Limited ayekse Ghana obia temonka amaje se munni sakra odi beye bibi na bibia akoyi
na ye we gated community ni a chew dan ba ko
amen eradishas and then komo ben na modenam
okay ewe de ye dase bebre ni akwanya wode amaye nansa na no ye befa kasafide so ne ye de yakọ kese pa ama ye papa ye bibia McJerry Osayajiman Heart Builders Real Estate Company Limited Jumeku a yedi edan hudwa ye ton ensase yesidan anafin so yesan so eton edan Heart Builders Real Estate yensase ni bia ye ton no ebi ochopoli ebi o Shy Hills anafin bi so ewo ningo pram ye twa no 70 by 100 na ye office location ewo Ashaman ye ne Mandela Park ana edi enimhwe ensase no ye will be 15,000 and ye will be so 20,000 na opese oni yen edidwa obebo modern aba Ashaman Mandela Park ye ne Mandela Park ana edi enimhwe mpacho obaye officer Friday ana fe Saturday bia no ye den call for eco site visit ekohwe asase no ye do ko na kohwe asase no na wani ji hu a ye ba ne ye ne wa ba betna se ubetimi amaye initial deposit of 7,000 and I said dear bro sir dear wa ho odin betumi na e sha say free 7,000 na afedi aka ne spread amount abosumi nsia entem no na ode etua no kakra afei size of the plot no 70 by 100 it's Heart Builders Real Estate there ye ton sase ye si adan ye ton adan so ye sase bi ochopoli Shy Hills and afei ningo pram
Afe your contact numbers a ubetimi ani yen edi nkomo eni ye de numbers mi enu betudwa ama pese wutimi ni edi nkomo wonsase ho a na wetimi afre yen ne wo edi nkomo fefefe 0241 665 200 0241 665 200 na 0591 599 006 0591 599 006 yen Heart Builders Real Estate sene me nuane kan ye no efiada ne memenda na pa 7 o'clock bia ye kọ ekohwe yen saase na ewo Shy Hills Chopoli ene ningo pram no enti se wo pasase papa ata o how bia ni ho a manso sembia ni ho a ende hwehwe ekira kwan eye Heart Builders Real Estate ye wo Ashaman opposite Mandela Park na wo ba ho a ye beje ofefefe apart from yen sase a ye ton ye dan a ye sie ene edan so a ye ton no ye san wo other services a bit say roofing building materials and so ye will be ye plumbing works ye borehole drilling ye biodigester toilet wo flash ya show na ekono so pese we roofing na eno no ye beba ho ne aba be hwe estimation no ye hwe estimation na wo be ma ye 100% of the estimation say ye dan na pese ye boa na wusi nso a eno so ye ba be hwe ba bia edu na ye no eka ho asema wo be ma ye mu 30% na ye de afiase na ye tumi e de ahyase aye na wonso wa bem later enti Heart Builders de ewie say ye wa ha na ne ye kan ne say ye won sase papa amanso ne ho enti so pass sase papa to so wo Ghana so wo abrochire ene ye ni nsa wo so na ye be show fine na we ni age
building materials so no na cross emergency obo ho no mo a wan to asase wo mo ho or ye just a private person individual be a ono so o sini dan obetimi aba mo ho abebeto building materials ma na say no specifically for mo customers a o mato mo sase na mo ye wo mo fie adwuma
ye din kan hwe ye customers first na ye bie kwanya so ma afoforo nso nti wo hia enuoma sa wo de asi wo dan say ye blocks say ye any plumbing material ye woni nyina bi wo ho a ebuso nti wo hia bi nkwa na onya baabi anko ya empo wanya baabi akwa hard builders de ye wonuoma papa nti wo ba ho a wanso mso wani beje ho
Rachel odi bi beso
me ba cho de me pesa me ka tra tiefo ni se kesi batakali adoso enu nti ama ye hu kremo papa obi wo hono mo ha obefro no se mato asase wa ha anoma jimisika di mato asase wa ha langard for 8 no nanso heart builders there for the past 30 years ye adwuma no ye de no kredie ana ye adwuma sanse mpanifo se edimpa wo hoi eyesen ahonya enti for the past 30 years heart builders eton asase no enya de a obeti so bia beto asase we ho ana asase no beto en wanya ho manso ana so bia ba beto asase e we ho enya ohaw bia e de afrimu enu te wie wotime nka na me hye unkran se woti enka anya didie e wo heart builders real estate for mu se wo pass asase aton ko ade odofo me pacho enko baabi emo bi nkoye wazan enko mo baabi emo bi nkodadao se ne wo pass asase ato na wanto heart builders real estate for nchen dia endie na enyo bi na ekumantwi boasi akona di niti age acherema enu ti mesrew heart builders real estate over last year nkoa no ensase 800 plus ani aton dia mankrofo 800 plot enfumso bia ama ho ha ne amane bia ama ho timpatrot men kan wie ya bomodin a na frɛ numbers a me no me de ebetu dwai na oni eni sawoso ye numbers no eye mienu de di kan no eye 0591 599 006 0591 599 006 ana 0241 665 200 0241 665 200 na on a heart builders real estate for any ensawoso
baby for frowachi
de wo ho akira ye pese ye de ka ho ene se etiefo a etie yen ana wo hwe yen afi amanone no ye wa kwanya sa e de ma won enti eye yen numbers ni nyina eye adwuma very active on WhatsApp any other social media Facebook kokwa ubetimi ene yen ye din sa wo so nso e wo
social media so mo ye present
ye present
na de na mo de social media
Heart Builders Real Estate
yo madam asi ewie some buy
yeah that's
Ewusiafo mpanyinfo a wote wo mon kan Richard Dako and Eunice Taylor wo nyina every Heart Builders Real Estate Company Limited wo mo yedwuma ko moton sase wo mo si dan building materials mo kro ne banyina wo fie na apese wo ton so a wo mbeba behwe ofro mo a wo mbeba behwe no maton e de amaw wo ni fie asase na wo hwehwe wo to asase na wo hu kwan abefa so a wo besi wo de to manimu a wo mbehwe no matimi asi ni nyina e de amaw kama we yankra won so wo ye wadwuma e wo baabi na uhia bede material so called Heart Builders Real Estate wo mo beton di bi e de amaw wo mo numbers ne 0241 665 200 0241 665 200 and no dan chance wo betimi afra 0591 599-006 0591 599-006 one more ebejo so ya wa ha ai yegusua etoto ne ma enche aboafo no betena se na fe nkomotwetwe no ye de ahye so de amaw asadan kase enkoma me production crew Jordan Adoma Jerry ose adwuma ya de ato nani na woto nani ento bi anim prema bankro na ya osafo wo nyina eta mechi ewie ebo mechi dom ɛnam de dwumadie yi ɛde mamo areho papa ne yɛwura ho kyɛ sɛ afiri na no benada deɛ yɛhyɛ aseɛ tii ne suo yɛnyaeɛ yɛsɛ otwa de amponyankropɔn sɛ magjerry ɔsɛ agyeman ɔnkyekye ne werɛ ɛmfa ɛman ɛsiane sɛ ɛmu ɔya nanso bɛborɔborɔ soɔ no convener ɔda individual bondholders forum ano ɛna wɔkyerɛ sɛ domestic debt exchange program no ɛyɛ nhyɛsoɔ paa sɛ nyɛ hɔsi ɛna ɛka sɛ wɔse ɛyɛ nhyɛsoɔ ɛba ne sɛn na me sika me ankasa ma yɛ adwuma sa m'anim fifire ɛnya na me di bi akɔyɛ bond anasa me de akɔyɛ investment ɛwɔ aban bank na sa basa bi a bibi ni putupura yen siki for me consent na aban as watwa fufu afmatiko de hyema no what bi da eti esenyo hosi wa fato no ho so se wo boaboa individual bondholders nyina no na sa de no makeke against this debt exchange program no omo mpese wo mo de omusika e ba akoto sa chacha no wo mo empin da biada eti aban no so kwan foforo bi a onfa so pension bonds eno so yese aban de ne nsa ekwa akoka anti pensioners wo mo so anu dam buebuebuebue esra ban se aban ye pa achewo ye pa achew ye de ye firi kwa na ye kwa da yasem mo boche nipa bia wasase so ye musika ye de gya ekwa akwankwaje kete pion woje yas wan so mu ya mpa bibi pa bia amfa anye woni beba ho so no na oda baya o yare kura se ba ya benya sika e de akwakwato aduro eni nyina yo hawa ha pensioners na ban se ye sika na wode ne se koka ende odi ene we can say BIAMAH yense ye benum nro awu ansa na za bondi wo de abetakre na ate wo pa na nim so wo sika na komo hwew wunya sika mfa nkonkoto nro ano odin pa na de ba ko nipa bi ebisanse aban kura de pa wo ye na de na ha no kura se nipa obi sika wo aba sika nya odia nipa no na odi ni sika ba beto bank ena nsi ho aba ho na se wo pesika na dia ye bibia edie ne si wo kwan se won frɛ nipa no emmisa no kwan no nkyerɛ so fa ana da bi mempene memfa ana yenchem ana yenye ne sɛ na fiti ya ɛno nti na sanyo hosi sɛ ɛyɛ oppressive ɛsɛ ɛyɛ nhyɛsoɔ papa ɛna ban no ɛde ɛba na no so yenya ne nteɛ sɛ yɛwura lankodwo kyerɛmaten ɔde n'adwuma ato hɔ no sɛ trade and industry minister afe ade akyi yɛ na nsantem ɛna yɛwura akoto sɛ agric minister ɔno so ɔde n'adwuma ato hɔ no mo ɛsɛ wɔna enye bio wɔn nyinaa wɔn kuta adwen baako wɔn so wɔn kɔ akɔpre ma frank atuni di brɛ wɔ npp amayoko mu yɛwura lankodwo kyerɛmaten deɛ wa abɔnten abɛkasa ama Ghana fo nyina hu sɛ na nigye ho paa sɛ frank atuni di brɛ no ɔbɛpre bi ɛwɔ npp amanyoko no mu eti aka agric food and agric minister yɛwura sɛ akoto afiri yie wɔn so na fe wa resign wɔbɛpɛ bi adi anasɛ adwuma no wabrɛ ɛna wa resign ne ebre ɛna ɛbɛkyerɛ na yɛwura benefits so na ɛka sɛ wɔde ɛto yɛwura lankodwo kyerɛmaten no sɛ wɔn ankasa kora no resignation ɛsɛ kwa resign da esan policy disagreement bi a wone mampanya kufuado ɛwɔ ntene sɛ nka wa resign da nyɛ saa bre na nka wɔsɛ o resign na ebusuafo adesuafo bɛyɛ nwɔtwe bi a wɔn so ekodidi mampanya tam yɛnya ne nteɛ sɛ yɛyi wɔn wadi e signal bɛn ɛna sende ɛde ma yɛn abatan yɛn sɛ ehwan yo abatan yɛn sɛ ehwan ɛtete ɛde ma nkɔdaa wɔ fie no ɛyɛ ne kwan so no ne yɛyɛ kan ne yɛyɛ yɛ wɔ fie no na nkɔdaa ne te wɔn de ababɔnten wade aseɛ enti we de yɛsi yɛyi wɔn adi no pardon yɛyi wɔn adi enti sese nkɔdaa yi wɔn hyɛ bere ɛne sɛn wɔn daakye sɛn ɛna ba akɔ wiwi wɔn we ne nsanka yahodoɔ pii ɛna ɛna wie yi yabɔbɔ ne nyinaa no a yɛba abesi ɛho nkonwa na yapensempensem mu na kyɛ sɛ bibia ɛtimi akɔ yie ɛde ama yɛn nti ensam no deɛ ɛpempem hɔ ne yɛbɛba mu bia so no yɛbɛka ɛho asɛm ama ɔmanfoɔ atebe yɛhwɛ ne mu sɛ na akwadwa gye yɛboa nanake NPP communications team member ɛna Emmanuel Adote Alote wɔn nyinaa ba bɛka yɛn ho na awie yɛde nkɔmɔtwetwe no yɛde ahyehyɛ so Now I post in me who or say it's not about New Year wishes, but your readiness to make positive impact for yourself, because nothing is born into this world without labor. We kwama enuanom a da bia afibia New Year resolution na mese no matro gu paper so ten yesi afifro no mu a eni na watwe mienu no masan to agum eno otu yemfo se enye New Year wish na wo be wish na se New Year resolution na wo be trend ten de agu hono na emom no ahoboa ben ahokeka ben na wo waye se wan kasa wo ho no wo betimi aye bibi amanya susuanso papa wo abrabo so esan se bibi eni hono mo a wo benya no kwa wo benya no free ade bia wo ye ho adwuma enti adwuma den ye be na wo di si wani so se ne ye be ya ne ya watwera guru krata no so no wo betimi de aye adwuma Varias ye, sana war patchere, sa and a war team at the actually ye and net ye. Ya papa, ay obata wo enough from cry.
Hits FM. Hits FM.
Jankaba, mina na wadi rupeyo, no jafu wehi. Mitumeni ensa, lebu siyafu yinara uwe jame. Owu ya mate, nansu minifi na makensi, merenkahe.
100.9 mi fieri dana mafo, na fedie mi yenide. Ebe, waye mati nanso, mirikashi. Ajiso, waye mati nanso, mirikashi.
Hits FM.
wegu meni mwasio. Eje uo, maye madi bebre. Odmakme wa maya kunamo. Eje uo, maye madio. Pamuwe uo, wegu meni mwasio. Eje uo, maye madi bebre. Odmakme wa maya kunamo. Yeah. To no make me a man wo mata su ne ni yori ma bedie mami kwe me bede me sini me yo wana suede ko wo pani komani hwe ni mo di me yo wana suede o pani komani hwe ni mo enye wo aye ma dio awe wo wo ni mwasio enye wo aye ma di bebre Odmakme wa maya kunamo. Owa ineje mema mrefia. Small man yo di pockets here tutu. Enye ne bounce and si fie wa. Yes ni papa da ya wan sorry o. Yo odmakme we ye mwenyo. Wa ngubi ne wudi crowd ya. Utri mo de dudwa. Amwo na dem kwani begrebe bisini me suso woni mo suhwe enko wo fane komani hwani mo ni me suso woni mo suhwe o fani komani hwani mo eje wo aye madio amwo wo meni mo asio eje wo aye madi bebre odmakme wa maya kunamo eje wo aye madio Pamuwe uo, wegu meni mwasio. Eje uo, waye madi bebre. Otmakme wa maya kunamo. Yeah, awe yo. Enso ye kene say na ye. Ade mu wo kura de kwenti me. Okuna fo bie wai. Rastafari ya. Me no place dali ya buya baja. Buya kara. Inti mi bibi ni anaka ni ejini ya. Oh, wa ma do brand dio. Odo kwe die na mi ye ni pe bi mwai. Ebi su na pe mi su. Ebi asem na pe bi mi ta o. Ni wo yo ya wo yo. Aha, wo ti mo dio. Eje wo aye ma dio. Mamu we wo ku meni mwasio. Eje wo wa ye ma di bebre. Odmakme wa maya kunamo. Mami adem rukun. Anti akonsia wutia na bebre. Swaje ya ma yensie fifia. Yensie betwa ma wudie tutu. Enti esre bamwo woze. Kosi dem roko eno wa kofano. No bani sadia go empa. Anti akosia onyame ntu ne wai. Uso pape Mr. Champon. All my nyame ma wo tinti wai. Na ukoja yende ana madu go bede ni azo papa. Onyame ntu ne wo. Eje wo aye madio. Amu we wo. Wekumeni mwasio. Eje wo aye madi bebre. Odmakme wa maya kunabo. Eje wo aye madio. Amu we wo.
Hits FM. Hits FM.
Capital.
abusiafo ya da so ha no se hwe ya mbre no a no mieno abo apa ho sima aduasa emieno nyame ya dom ama Emmanuel Adote Alote of the NDC wababeka ye ho wa ha ye hwe ni mo se na nakwadwaje ye boa NPP communications team member Nana K ono so ebeba abeka ye ho enne ensemo a egwapo no so convener of individual bondholders forum has described the domestic debt exchange program as oppressive. That is Senor Hosi speaking. Pensioners' bonds also being used on debt exchange. They are calling on government to exempt them. And why is government refusing to engage and seek the input of individual bondholders into finding a sustainable solutions to the economic crisis? Looming reshuffle as Alan and Osea Koto resigns from ministerial positions. And beneficent to Alan Chematin, he said he should have resigned long ago over policy disagreement with AKWAFO Ado. Wayne and Samahodo and ne area ye babisi ne kosoneti me abobo ho. Alote memoir emwa kwaba.
Oh, mami. I made you sooner. Away. My name, but my mood assistant because speed I made it run. Video hano. Na me name. Yeah. Me inti. I really entered with some vim. But near me yema. Inti ewe bibia ya enua McJerry. Oh no. Man shedding. Me say it's easy because some few weeks ago they say my papa insu every month because in papa wokumas Ashanti region. And this week so yeah so Nigeria and me say it's easy. Very tough. Very difficult moment. But any name no. Nyamenim. Like we say all the time, God knows the best. He gives lives.
Yeah.
So if he takes life, he knows the reason why he has taken life. And see, Emmanuel shedding. On family BIAMAH nyame. Na enko so ambo empire. Now this moment you see, be kind of empire boom.
Sure.
Onini nkora maame na ajawo echi no. Be bo empire se nyame nsa edom so. Na me ya dom so na se ebusianfo na mpanyinfo etutu ne manyi na awie a ehwe na yaka bom na eja e be fitting farewell na dia mano nti awie mi chia no McJerry say nya easy but I say mami a bonus answer it's not about being a man o
abi o ya na nya memasema mo
there's some men cry study Malaysia they become weaker than the women. Me one of the things I mean in this life say will be obey me. Because I don't know.
Sometimes when say ibu ono mo nipa no yare ma who say be a yare dread there is no point of turning back and be it but you no free mu kra no yeah but you were anticipating it and that happened. But this is which whereby just your mind is very far away from it happen just like that. And I just say the idea be a hard
okay news because me banana me amenua sanita no
yeah
it is me say o abi na ye kokochia McJerry I'm say but we are about studio nti you do that. So I didn't understand. I mean, if you say beer, if I power way, maybe I won't hear program be. So I come to be some say would there be on one ya call FM free or damn you on him. I say okay, you are coming, so let's meet here. Maybe I now can. So I didn't know. And that was the reason why on be some said I've been coach Yanon. I didn't know.
Enra Bibiansa no paname ohona e frame mag Nana K. Of frame na the normal jokes in the normal nkomwa. Do you understand say unya time I frame McJerry. And also okay my friend no. Still now he didn't get it. You have still say na to know you have no see
I mean
but very sad na who say
because Be my middle wanka, a sika, kufa do, nini, crop, where dear sika, na and now musi, a cat, ni. Ah.
That's an akwaba. Official panso. The whole of this, your friend Mahu. I didn't hear. Explain yourself.
Afishapa, so it is very difficult question Afishapa in this studio at this time of the period. Easy. I realized that you didn't understand my message.
So
Just
yeah.
I didn't get the whole thing.
You remember the first something close to 5. And now we'll be frame. The pan here Jamal. Like media. Some tackle honesty. Didn't see portraits or something. Very, very shocked. I found it very difficult to call him. Until I'm saying, getting yesterday, I'm saying, I'm to my friend. Now I'm wishing to man, but be I will be a yame encounter. Mencounter, we will be on to me. Yame encounter, because I feel we know. I shall see, but yame henny. Last year, I too. But me ba UTV on Tuesday. Until my point, I'm sure. I'm first one. I'm bet you was this year and share. But in the middle of the way, I'm no hosting. Because I was listening. The middle of the way, I'm sure. I'm quite number. Say Bishia. Only for that very day to get this news. I need to FM so. Bema mu nyina hyede. Ya bo for the next na. Ni team ni nyina for realizing the commitment. There we woma need to FM in Despa Media Group. After so morning show no. That hold it on of late wife. Nti ame ya shase be bom pa say ya menkan ho. Onkro kra ye nyina. Oni ehu ne de na ye den samre ya na me be hu possible ba for ma definitely amre bi bedru a ye be hu pi ye chia omonso a afi na omote ye ne afi etfm ye chia obi
I was here for 100.9 na waso egu a otie no sabre ye moshi nafe and somewhere ne ye de egu ap no so moni tua ya ekoso e wo Ghana and bond holders said here mona musika no domestic debt exchange program no ye aban no de nani ekwa akwhye so ma say senyo hosi wa faton ho se individual bond holders nyina wo boabom ho no bia nka everybody should kick against it wo ho na wo bank efrew ese ye we na usika na da ha no na fa han ko se hinti no be pene so ana wo se kase da bi shroma wo bank no se won pene ne empene chena pension so ye maame ne ye papa no nkokrafo yi a wo mo akwa ahomegie mu ne ade wo mo so esika aban se emeboa na de ba ko a nwanwa na asefem na wodwene ho te ase enye yi ne se denti na government no enye na dwen se one sa individual bond holders ebehia ana wo representatives ebehia so that they sit down and then talk about this near who the way forward how best you betimi ahwe na ya a sustainable solution at the amma government in person be sa de no but that's a by force umpo me fa na me de idea alote me chance e wo so ya de be ha dwen
yo mami fa kwanya we enchia etiefo nyina ne ahwefo nso on Facebook na me chia me NDC mpanyimfo nyina nso ewe me chia NDC mpanyimfo nso wa anya so otum ene obi biara oti anya so otum ewe me chia obia em say me amenwa asanita no eba no at least manya company ka
wa bejinja okakra
easy but ye ba ye topic no so no mami on say ye me say no Mr. T say me ba nature FM no almost 2 years 2021.
Yeah.
Nti ye kaya say near maybe cause wo Ghana economy no yesika sem no ya nhwe ye a ebe ha ye okay ye kan na ye nkrofo no hey naysayers doomsayers na all the adjectives afin so edu time be na bibia omo de bo COVID-19 Russian Ukraine war and next bibia ebedu are you aware say I carry 23 banks in Ghana, and about 6 of the 23 banks are on the verge of collapsing. I'm telling you. And it's not because of the bank managers and I say board and I say directors, IABBU. It's because of this debt exchange. The documents are there, you can check it. About 6 will collapse because almost 70% of their money is with the government. Until this year, government say on to ya 0 coupon rate on to Yashino. It means about 60% of their revenue has been wiped off this year. So how would they maintain salaries for the workers? How much electricity, water, rent, and several. I mean, are you aware? Say some of the banks is saying they started doing retrenchment. Bank of Africa was starting.
And so we my friend a real banking crisis.
Yes. And some of the banks are about to start. BOA almost started. And some of the banks are about to start. About 6 are on the verge of collapse. I mean, so it's a serious issue. What pains me is that you cannot, then they'll be challenging you. Nobody COVID-19. It's they be. Na COVID-19 crime no. Well, you use only 60%. 18 billion, you use 12 billion. And the rest of the 6 billion, who is your account anymore? Now, see, loan cry the money for COVID-19 time in you might have 5 years moratorium, meaning say we'll start payment 2025. So why do you always put the blame on COVID-19? You can't, Debbie. You can't, Debbie. You never. Engineer individual bond holders in there cano. And you say, Bia. Me drum NDC party and I say me per se government we or money engwasi anything American they are right and I'll explain. On say time on mobile no na NDC government a create buffers in terms of ESLA bond and I say ESLA fund only some percentage to petrol so into petrol any gas there's some amount you pay as I can go into ESLA levy. This is how levy no na anka yedi tia ye ka yedi in the energy sector no NDC AC sadie no obe kan so NDC AC get fund VAT was increased by 2.5 under Rawlings and can be maintained throughout. That 2.5 no yeji into the get fund no that's a kind of yedi CSC the secondary schools and the universities no to put up more structure for the students. In the NDC, when mobile no, and we create a vehicle called the ESLA PLC. Found ADG loans. That's by issuing the bonds. Get funds so we create a fund, ADG loans. In the Honor individual fund and I say individual bond holders no, a toss our bonds no. I mean, in the ESLA bond now the issue no. A Honor Ghana for majority a toss our ESLA bond through the banks and other financial institutions. That fund the same thing. Now, question is say no, the individual bond holders account the debt exchange program no. Meanwhile, you are still taking the ESLA levy. Maybe a bit of fuel no. Matthew ESLA. Obi biara auto ade e was show say auto VAT no. What you get fund 2.5. You taking it. It say if I've given you loan, now say ESLA levy any get fund 2.5 no, it's your means of paying me. I don't think that workers say mean 15 years time. What you say? And that's the reason why I was here and Martin people and co and they are right because he cannot minimum no. On the OG loan banker, the only means the only collateral they think about is your means of payment, your cash inflow. And so you'll be friend salary back loan. With salary is what will guarantee you the loan. What you say? And that's a scheme loan. In the company, no, almost salary and workers, no. That's what it will be a guarantee. I am always cano. In the Esla levy na bano obi to fuel and I say obi fa trotro na taxi na otiano. That was the money that gave assurance to obi biara autobon Esla bond maybe. The same way no obi so to dachi bond no so and we say I buy 82.5 get fund from everything we buy in other shops on the VAT. Anything in Crawford at all dachi bond no you say they be Ghana for 8 years those levies yet yeah. And may time soon I say the bond matures no may principal and the interest at that moment no should not be an issue. That's the whole thing.
So why is it being an issue now?
Yes, a sign say omo disikani in Ghana. Bibia say it's a clear emoji on the Esla side no meaning we tough fuel and I say yeah for trotro taxi I tia Esla no through the lorry fare no. That's can they have to go and fill the holes and more creating no. And I say no meaning ya ko achimota na say to ade na say tia VAT na 2.5 na AG as get fund no so e bomb ntia it has to go and fill the holes. Oh, these are the things that he can want to know. And I'm challenging you know. And you can say the way you are going no, this is where we'll get to. And so no individual bondholder should accept this debt exchange. Because nientia would be told have bond no debt instrument you know from the government you know. Essentially when we say they be you follow you follow any taxi. And I want to fuel. They be a tia Esla levy. They be a tia 2.5 get fund on the Dachi bond. 80 ministers come abaya. It should not be a problem for me to have my money back. The man interest in at least my principal should come back. And that is their main reason. And they are perfectly right. Wow. But what is the main challenge here? Say kana if you say loans or muji na in terms of taxes in levies that is the bottom line. It has nothing to do with COVID-19. Don't say nothing to do with COVID-19 and when they say Russia Ukraine war. It has nothing to do. Nothing to do with them. But they be can say, hey, mo buy no share. Mommy, to total national debt at 120 billion. And say and I'm 500 billion. Meaning say you have added 380 billion. Question is say who this kind of year? Who this kind of year? Because Uber end this time. Loans are here no. We can pinpoint in fact, you share the productive sectors of the economy. And that companies and that institutions you know. Omucho musika. Trouble gas is number $1 billion. This is gas plant you know. And it has paid the debt. Terminal 3, Ghana Airport Company, they are paying. Several of them. They buy Ghana Hospital, they are paying. Rich is working. Omosika omuji yeno, omudi share him for mommy. We can say, Sasikano is paying something. Where? Nothing.
So right now, no, what can Nema be bra and I'm so massa fence a problem here about they say will be a action. What is the way forward? What should the government do? They say bondholders, you also do not to be say nobody should accept it. What should the government do? No,
the way forward is say this year budget, no, you're sure how much we are expecting from you see government total revenue. It is taxes, oil revenue, and grants, fees and charges from government institutions. That's what makes the total revenue. In the tax component, you know, the amount from Esla levy is there. You can see it in the appendix. The amount from get fund. And the way forward is Sasikano allocate the money to pay in Crawford or Motor Esla bond and Dachi bond. Don't pay them. Because Mami won't say, and no, I'm saying one of the radio stations, and a man be afraid. Or see on about retirement in 2022. In the Sika Union, 531,000 Ghana cedis. And auditor Esla bond maybe. They say, can say those of you that it will mature in the next, the next 2-3 years, no. Yes, they need to what 2037, no. Look at it too. Stand panel, you see this year, you will not get any interest or pension. None can interest no, and no na or better indro. ABA if it's still renting, which you rent, electricity, water, ABR, and also we do 50 plus, but 120 boys. I can what DSS pension baby. Or just school fees. You will see zero interest. Meaning say the man will not get anything this year. No problem. The second also 531,000 and so. And also he cannot get the money until 2026. And no grandpa, you give him 15% of that amount. And he said, our pension baby, I'll be the school fees for the next 4 years, no. He will even get money to pay after 4 years. Mommy. These are the issues. So, and today can say, once you know how much we rake in terms of the ESLA levy and the get fund, no, pay their money to them. Pay their money. On say, yeah, mommy. Senior moon, Mokan was say, Abano Amfa Obu Ama, the domestic bondholders.
Yeah.
At all. No meeting with them, nothing. You be there, they just announce. We are doing debt restructuring. We are doing debt exchange. And by this time, in the month, I appear before the Ministry of Finance and I say your financial institution and do this. Finish. No engagement.
When you call the banks to they don't tell you anything. And once Makacho say, there is nothing we can do about it.
The bank cannot say much. Yes, the bank cannot say much because, mommy, bank didn't say, the Canada bank, and your bank for the hour. You also can't see. Okay, too much. You come for your money. Let me say bank where customers 100. Now say even 40 go for their money today. The bank will collapse. I'm telling you, just 40 of the 100 customers, the bank will collapse. So they can't say much. They never sat down to discuss anything with them. And then they said they just announced. Meanwhile, mommy, external data, they have issued suspension in payment. They are coming to do the same exchange. They are engaging them. They have even put in consultants for the external ones, and they're engaging them. Meaning, say the local ones, we don't care. And some of them are even making when they say, oh, if you go to court, you will not win. So they say, they have even entered the minds of the judges, telling us what the kind of judgments you get if you go to court. You see, this is the arrogance we keep talking about. You can't see there. This arrogance. They don't care. They don't bother. They don't care about anything. They don't care. Pensioners are the same community a drone. When they be antoa, maningu. When Charlie Basque some manintina, they don't care. Because you never call any of them to engage them. Are you aware, say, last year, Omuka about the debt exchange, payment plan, 0 coupon rate 2023, and 5% the following year, and 10 and so on. Omuma, the payment of the principal, no say 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, 15 years. They have come to revise. They've revised the payment plan. It was 15, in 14, it was 14, 25, and 41. They have come to change and revise the payment plan without engaging anybody. And say no, we can wait 15, then I think 14, and so on. Well, for those that they matured in 10 years' time, that will mature in 15 years' time in there. Only 15, now we call 9%, and 8% throughout. All these things, they will not even come and engage anybody. Wow. Now say workers union, a call strike, a sorry, they threatened to go on strike, And I'm gonna say pension, pension free, but it's a lie, and I can explain. Pension cannot be out of it because pension fund managers, say, that company say, one first can and buy bonds. Of course, no investor will do that. In investment management, you see, you find question and share one basket. And you first can talk government bonds. You see, still it will affect him because or this can be a instrument our banks, and the banks are being affected. So indirectly, the pension funds will be affected. Wow, they'll be affected. Internet, I hear Basa. Can say for the individual ones, there were allocations in terms of near MA confidence. Editors have Dachi bond and the ESLA bond. Say we know ESLA levy comes every day. Anytime you buy a liter of petrol, you are paying ESLA bond. Anytime be over trotro and opa, and you are paying extra levy. Anytime be out the anything consumable, you are paying get fund 2.5. The money is coming. Ghana for each other, whether you like it or not, they be a once you move, even if you don't move, out you feel out you them cry out here. Whether it's VAT or even DSTV and whatever, you are enjoying electricity and so on, water. So you tell them, so once you are paying, pay them their money.
That's it. I don't know.
This is the period that we who so much to be called a Ghanaian and then another Danko presidency. You see, the arrogance and the power at which they are implementing this thing. But they haven't any say. The Paduduana Yawagan Han and I yent issues about bonds in no man. And the Nipadudu was saying, and no more year Juma or Ghana ha, you bet me I can say be a population of active workers, be about 15 million, and that's a 10 million crop. 5 million out of bonds are horrible until they have fair idea of what bonds are. As we speak, the larger population of the working masses, and the can cross. In fact, many people until say that is some year research about how all these things operate, how it works. Mame, I mean, it's a fundamental question. You reckon for Riata? And son, I am vetting for the second time now. The two was a sian. And who don't know what check or son who I remember. He should put himself in the shoes of the bondholders. The son can or no or ordinary worker. Buy a man portfolio be a nanka or ya buy Juman or call retirement and I say the age or one what top bond be na ye treating say ya and katam or yare. Obenya sika akwa tena ba bi okotena ye e de hwe ne ho yare a oba ye ne bobi akropo asesa won bisa ne ho na won ka se nti me na mabeto bond a me hwe se ebia mfaso kakra be baso na manya bia to mindro manya bia tua me mamo school fees na nka ye treat ni say ya one na nadu mu nyina ene sankrofo na omoye proponent of the exchange debt exchange program no mumbisa omo se mo yare a akwanya na omutumi di free Ghana e kwama no ne ko se omo ho yare no omo areta na omo se sia na omo de omo sika koto bond thinking say it is the safest area to invest na utreat omo say by force o enye se we no eye forced say ye be a show omo by force na I say emre bi atwam ko ye nkola ne sebe ye maame mo osawa o de bento an hye to na omiagu mu wia wasan so account na boss say sa no pay and no more your bondholders and these people are retirees for God's sake they are what kind of people are you and kind of Riata and Nanado Danko and your group did Ghanaian vote for you just to come and punish us the way you are punished? My mama sent a video a while ago. Uganda president, you are born at here, so I trust watch it. But I see the measures that he's putting in place now. You want to believe, say, these are the leaders we need in our society, especially considering his age. I was saying him 4 years to say Ghana here, no more catch and say, you discover this kind of gold, and I said this kind of mineral resources. A year $13 trillion. Now your name Crawford Casaman on F4. Out of the $13 trillion, no, ye benyamu 800 billion. They drew 1 trillion crow. Ye benyamu 800 billion. Not just say about 12 point something trillion. No, man on F4 no abrofono mo fanko. No say henene ha. Wo meme mem ha. Wo mre kra de ne ye dia. Na de ye de ntumi. Wo de wo video na obehu. A lot of mineral resources in Uganda and Africa. In fact, when he was speaking, he was only referring to Africa. Africa, we should learn to take control of our resources. But until our Ghana, yadi oya che, yadi gold, be o mem yadi che. Anna timamufu ebre. Mame ufi a depot Ebes na twam wo monim ha no. Itrupa wudru Ghana Telecom University nim ho a. Wo be ka se hwekwaye bi mo. Media no kwani finfiri no a flower na yadua no enyiri te se ndua a awurade te se mfoforo wodwe ho a wonte ase. Se we adwuma o abrochire membisa na do ne kanofori atam se omukọ abrochire a saa na omo media na se omo lance no the way na do danko akufado wa keeping ne dan anim ho ni ma no saa na asese ba bia eye
no kura muntimi nya why do you leave it
eye me nwanwa
silie na emfa nya kwan
eye me nwanwa now yembisi ehun biem yes you see yembisi ehun but you see unfortunately these bondholders, I can say without fear or favor, the majority of them were the people who brought this canker to us 2017. Majority of them, they were laughing at the previous administration. Say, you're beating me with 1 million votes. Majority of them, they are the people who brought this canker, this thinking governance to us. And I don't work for them. I must say without fear or favor, we're watching for them. I say, papa. Obibeka say, my tribe and mom. But the it's not achieving for you na sebe or more MPega na you. But this few group family na omo fee so omo nya kwanya. Na omo milk the state. Sincerely speaking, we should ask ourselves, why not that Jane said and now the Danko Kufado's administration would be like this? Who ever thought that another Danko Kufado will sit down and put a group of people together and maltreat his own people the way they are doing to us? These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. And what Ketcher said, we should not be spectators. But interestingly, when you decide not to be a spectator, and that's what person will be one, then they start chasing you. Media personnel, and I am also putting my voice in support of those who are telling the individual bondholders say they should not accept this uselessness. They should resist it with all their might. They shouldn't even bother to go to court. They should rather picket at the Ministry of Finance 24/7. They should not allow Ken Ofuriatta to enter the office. These monies, I have sat here and said it before. DK poison. On one box no kobo enisika. Mrebi e ho kire ye no. A champ abreso obogana bosia. As to whether it has been paid or not, I can't tell.
I learned that.
Or can so be trio said dear Ben I don't know if they've paid. I don't know. Then okay, you must verify it. No, you see. Apart from that, don't you think that DK poison a family they deserve some estate be? Some can buy sip a damn papa be to house them. You understand? But no, these people. They themselves have built houses in the West Hills, East Legon, Chado, and the rest. I see one Nipakra Entimo. In the same vein, Ken Ofuriatta, the benefit he has gotten as a result of being the most incompetent finance minister. And also, he has the capacity to borrow money to Ghana. So, that they have siphoned into their safe havens, no, they should recall those monies. Esikawa money more years but more per se and suffer for it. Now, NPP supporters, especially the young ones, say, oh, papa, and now, mame, and what quarter bond. Now, one Castle party, say, you can never tell me, say, or more motor bond, NDC for. You can't tell me. Into your own government that you fought to bring to power on 2 terms. Look at how they are treating you. This particular 3 billion Ebano. I pray that this money doesn't come. In fact, if this money lands, that is when I will see and I will finish my research on saying that or concluding that the IMF is the most criminal agency in the world and the World Bank. They are a criminal group because I, as a boss of IMF, I will not lend money to a useless country being governed by so-called useless people. I will not do that. When I know that your figures have not tallied, when I know that you have mismanaged the economy as a result of incompetence, and yet at this COVID Ukraine never they have played a role across the globe in terms of their negativity. But NBC said, why should we blame ourselves on Ukraine and COVID so much to the point where indeed we can leverage on Ukraine's war? No, now you have brony wheat in the exporting. As we speak, Egypt or more I upgrading or more I escalating or more growth of wheat, to about 60,000, is it 60 million hectares or so? I'll share no more. As we speak, within 4 years, Egypt have built 1,000 factories. 1,000. Wow. What I will say, one district, one factory, right? Even out of those, there be different figures of which ones are in operation, and we don't see the impact on the economy. Egypt has built the biggest iron foundry and as a machine tool shopper. They producing machines 1,000 a month. Out of the 1,000, they will spend 422 billion every year, and the income that they are getting and the employment it is creating. One has a your friends say signboard. I'm going to born change say one district, one factory. No, and now what they born for him. And no, this is and you know where they make their money? They push it into the road sector because the one is kakesi any free back, and when the trouble kakesi any free back. Why would you milk the country like that? Why would you jeopardize the lives of the unborn generation in this manner? Brave. I shudder to think. 50 or 1 cast or more see or move your motor, Kitwabi or Ghana. Kitwabi. Now, the monk 1 year. Motiabams say a big war are dying as many as 10. Among them, a month 4 and the devil more. Now, I pray God will strike them one by one. Na where the men kai abusia for ya asanka young lady the majority na yire obewi adenti na sankrofo akromfo yi emu ba ko anya na yire o onu anka sanka pan na there are people in this country when they die will celebrate. You want to use money to go and build a cathedral, and that one again you are forcing the hands of the people to forcefully contribute. And you have so-called eminent pastors as board of trustees who would descend on this so-called board of trustees if they don't see said the papanity or moyano. It is the biggest shame on the clergy and the entire fraternity of Christian religion. Mu di papa yanim we twa we sikasa e de kwose cathedral no budget no proper yesi ye di amam no wrong. You people are still leading such a tanker. You understand? Na yes, anye bia sa cathedral say yensia Ghana Danado Danko Kufuado e dey beba dem krofo bi so aye omo adwen say omo sini aye omo ye omo boa omo ye dey ben wa wiakata ben mo ho forecourt of the estate yes so bi mo adwen say ye a legacy so that our funerals could be held there omo boa the same wiakata ben na ye forecourt of the State House.
Na who baby e no
I no more drink that's so. And na ade omo buy e kro omo nkosiesie omo nanam omo ndaso. You understand? This is the caliber of people, the thinking of the people, so-called British trained, and look at them. And now go school because we go to school and come, and still we go to school and come and mismanage. How did you punish Ghana for, sir? MPP4, I beg you, the supporters especially. So who feel say who of a bill papa bill maybe and top bond in be. Now I won't blame you because you don't understand the bond issues. And no nema who come me area was say you know 99.9% who can bond once we hear the door maso. I'm tiase. Into Omeka so ye cry de keke. But people are going to die as a result of this bond debt exchange 10. Nam one ye hu nipe wu ye. Even nam one na juma no ye no. God no to na okran wo memu ha ya. But for some people's parochial interest, seeing that the guy was rather hoarding gold, something that Bank of Ghana should have been doing, and they descended on him. This number one business, it is operating across the globe. Who managing here now? There are success in it. Did you see that any of them, did not receive their payment until say Banwe descending on number one? And a bibia a junk lies here. Nkofo mo wufi number one bebre keke. Nkofo mo wufu fi clearing of financial sector bebre keke. And you are still doing the same thing. I rest my case.
Anake akwaba. Afishapa.
Afin committee.
We have a code.
Award the Adum.
Yes.
Arehona akayina. In fact, and Chiakasi ma minia Magjerry and in a busia. And Kuala a jetchiri ne Yerino a busia. I say, well, who shock Minya and Abramini wouldn't come my bomb money. And in fact, my friend, was I know what they say, my dear, but easy. Mame easy o. Easy. Ene me nua na kasa na hwe ne nkomodie mu you could see say he is trying to control himself as a man. But nema ne bi wono enye memasem. Pain ni bi wo hono mama oba go through. Yes, a mema no. Ya na yen do pain in such a way say ye de hye mu. Oba be su abonten ama wo so pain no. But yen the problem is say you try to be control in public. But within us, now to say the mekoso ahye menua no nkran no mahye ne den say de bia kan nyame na de ma ono anso na ogie eden me by me na metie na me no obi na driver na he edi nkomo asemo no bi say how will he be able to live in the house with the kids without the mother advantage kakra menua no wona say unso oba ne ni oman mu ha but the short period that oba ya on mote ho Christmas mu oba ya wa be spend it with you together no Ebia in your minds, no, or you may think say she has gone back. But this is the case, she's not coming back again.
You'll never see him.
You never see her again. Yes. No, vanity amanone. But even that, on some command namokasa video calls are no and kwala it's easy. One day in Kwala Befro call mom, we want to talk to her. You feel the pain back again. Mami they make me kanya medinechi. Unia ba medinechi kan na me ne kapa efrimu. Me kokoye na ye kosie ni in BIAMAH Philippine ni that much. Until after 1 month I me call back to me chrome. Na my brother Penia be a big sport, the biggest sport in me chrome as one and them manage. Na me call sport one and a picture ke si ho. Na me nyo bimpo ama na me busa me say obenum nsu ana. I cried. Me su im microphone na betete me re. But the year na ngasa se menzu after 1 month no because soon ye. Enti minim the pain na menua ni go through. The be kan say onyame nkoso no ncheche ne re. No ncheche abusua ne re. Me ne kasa na o se afei na abusuafo ye no no na abusua afiri dwabe o mokwa akobo oba na abusua ma ne I think on go dumase also. Na Asante I me man tem ho. Ya gogo na kon go dumase. Moko bona mane na eja omahunu the decision na omobeteki. Eden ti abusua ni nyina Jabene agogo abusua ni nyina omo nhyeden. Ame nanka eni kwan se arehosem we se ne yede yam politics to aso enso adechi wo hoyi
abasa
SMS me yede osoma me na adwuma enti se de media ya asane tano ene odasani atena hanoma kwan fo me ba metiu ma ne kasa for about 25 minutes na say mami bia ma kwan wa dada na so about the space na kire na ma keze mami eni agi no agya no ma ne kwan na bond na we ma mitise mami bisa say what is the way forward ayi wa onyo ayo kwaba ne be gas ne kura ne say e toda de wo kan nyina de ya sanita no kan nyina nya de Ghana for nti nya de omunimi o Mami, the major question is the most important thing in Ghana for so much a question will be say no. Ne kra ne say. A yeden ya bedru de yedru. A de ne betimi aya ye befiri mu. E kwan be na ye mfa so. That is what we are looking for. Solutions. And you're repeating the problems to us. Agwezo yeza no eze Ghana difo no. A difo Ghana dodo na okwa ne a kire say we na ye. But kwa be fa so de wo ye no be ga say NDC suban no won bunim problem na ye mame wo kwaso fun na wonim so da no mo oba ni aka mi ba no fi dikasi so aka na mame ansa na medical ko no menua kasa no obodi ke poison sika aye igna kutu e tampo obreso Papa yi dike po $75,000 bisi aye ko banka no $75 no 35 no mo so mo de mayen enti bo wo de ni mu 45 no de ye ni adia enti ebetimi atuatua mo nkakra me be wo your friends say DK poison na more minor bro saa de na papa ne ye no say ye hyeda eye ho ayidi ne picture bosso na Ghana ni bia kwa ye twero de wo ye
Zaneta no kwa kana busuan ke yempa estate bi enfa mabusuan
ma me see o say ye hyeda si bibi de hyena ni munyam saa niema na oman no sika ne ye de to niema bi basumo oman Ghana niema ye de to ye no o say ba bia de bi ko bi abekọ na ne picture bo ho na djuma I think other people are going to my 45 then got 30,000 now so far to ho na ye betue sika na ma papa na anya o man na bro baby wo bia metia no na me sorry me to so makonwa so ma no sa na mo tu a otu ye no me ngi ni se ma me name me o mani abre greedy people bi ebetimi atu sa na mo yi
I doubt free politicians in susu ban
I doubt and American no say
because the politicians only free big
me the greedy people American nya wo ma me bia makwafo nkwa wasem na America ye nyire me kase nya ma me nkwa na America enya ma me bia ma as a person no I want to mass it ma me tetim yes all the ato ho say me can me for na me unse o kasa no me she dat na ka ni mutie wansa na me si aba o ze ma me start sem ka so mu nyina aja ba mu ba but man no mo ho kwan bia so butu SS kan mo antua
wo hefa CPP ni e wo he
na nya mo na mo sha se
a champo president CPP wo
mo ba kwa nya mo anu mo da no mo ndisi fu amoni na mu maame me nua ndisi ni ti ha mo mo kra bo de mo bu man no
and individual bondholders abandi omu sika ekoye domestic debt exchange
one consult to
every refuse say ono ombesi nkonwa no agye wo madwensa
me da se maame baby omu gina na hwa na me gina me woni me say me ye very fair analysis say yetimia consult the foreign bond owners na dia e dey na see ekwan say the local bond owners na be consult wo maame dey na see ekwan sabe Jaya ne etu won ye declare your bonds. Enye obi na dese kan be si o man ne kon se me beto bond wo mo ho. Ye ne yesi ba bia aduru ne ye bonds bia ye declare wa person otobi ne betobi. Ena obi di ne sika be hyem. Maame enye hanko a shell ye bi to shells ne other bonds wo many countries. Minim ni say dividend enaja udidi wo ho. Na wo sika potend de da ho enti said do do sika bond e kan nyina ma meti udu sika baban besia ta de tie interest na adidi wo ho na mere na ade bo besia ne so a wakwa koju sika ukọ na pese oye roll over o sa ade bo besia bi ma na wasan ade abo ti be mi kirem na menuanu mi maami asabe otidwa so won ti ase se bond da ayi ya aka se ni kro for kranti ase ya besia bo ene ye de sika bo aban besia enye bibi fufuro bi ha biem enti maami de ye ka no me so mi gina the same stand say ya study abra your friends say pension scheme for yi sorry yes tier 2 for you sorry say sika ni nyom sika individuals bi sika say sa odon saka de ne ekoka kire na na kei de ne ekoka kire maami BIAMAH ono yate ni sika ondo onim se ni sika na investment no on be see those companies no aban ni ti o grievances no waje atum me mampani akufo ado didi kan we mampani o ti Ghana for asempa me gidi ye se consensus aye nyina ti ha ye raise no omo ampanimfu eda no de be kwa adwendwen mu na de o se ye fa ho ne ye ba maame mind you me nyi ni sa ban bia betena ho no mo keke se masoy preko percent go for bond me de men se to so ba bia ya kwa akoduru na bi na
so am by force an kofa DK poison
na maame ne ba papa ne saka ne sika media de mesre ne se Ghana ni bia ni where also lose ni sika ma obi lose ni sika e kwan papa bia ye betimi dia fa so na Ghana fo no maka hye Ghana fo nkran se ma obi akomantu ma obi amane mo sese no de ndisi fo oni and say papa investment bia wakoye wo papa ka wa de maame ye
Ghana for bu afuda anye bia ndisi na obi na e ba be
na me chire ma chire wo se de me chire ma chire wo ne se ndisi for de politics ni ye politics ni so aye the two opposition right on the most of the person can say Ghana for come come to yem and penifo gusu 8 ye consultations ahodo gusu kwaso a me misumi wogidie wo mu say ye bekwa awie ye no saa decisions e ba ya start ya withdraw bi ebi nsu consultations e kwaso no ye beye ni in such a way a emfa o how emere Ghana man na emfa man e bi ambesen Ghana for so ma me usika beye save me ni asaneta no ni sika e save me ni bi entia me nua nani abre because bond no ne kakra wonya ye no de koto bond ni bi the first one ne kodi na mo ho a entia no nso e ho de na yi sika pe profit do do nti no ho ya hamfa but second one so la de koto edimini akafra ye behwe ni aye sabe unsabeka mami eno na meka wo ho
bedase abusiafo ni 100.9 and waso egu a utie no mesamba alote eso ana okay nana mami fa we nyina also because hanom no open be talk
mami no me name say bia is the same time because also no okan baby say
what reaction be fine
yes okan baby say Ghana for obi en losing sika that is not true sika ya lose Canada because see this year zero interest rate and I've lost and I think so principal and cancer no me san can know you are spending for 15 years very big time value of money and then inflation 54%. What do you mean is say near me 100 cities to me to last year no and then to me to G70 54 Ghana cities I can't answer so we have lost So men can say nobody is using it. You have lost bitterly. Now above from wow. So those are the things that like I want to correct in your kind. You have lost.
Correction now, MAAME. One thing na menini me enu nyina our accounting background. When you talk of investment, MAAME, investment go wrong all the time. Wakoto shells, MAAME BIAMAH company mu. MAAME BIAMAH produce microphone. BBSC by microphone production sales AKWAFO. Enti ebia interest ana wunya dividend ana wunya na esote. Esote metia bedru say shares na wo toy the per share no. Enti metiba 10 cedi per share. MAAME straightforward we lose half of your money.
But this one
MAAME ultima say baby I so make us a many omu nyina ya adwene ne say there should be consultation. Yeah. There should be proper consultation. Yem for na
say is it come mature?
Amateur
Going to take my money okoya.
Let me be announcement on radio and TV. They don't even
And I think that the economic team of government is also come home.
But the ministry, Madam Ministry, near Finance Ministry.
But MAAME, the minister says, why can't you do consultation and say now the BBAP? Who say you like the same thing?
The same
time
thing.
It's like before they went back to town hall meetings. You just rush and do the thing. Oh, say the arrogance, no, me, do know. That's the problem.
Any part you will be asking. Obia ewo said the point of faso yen niema. Obi wo no ma. No, me kan okre na akire wo. MAAME me ti hoyi. Me pese me no obadwene ho no manya wo input ansa na mayade no. Obi nso pese wo de ba. Na wo de wadwene ba. Abere wo de abawie no. Na say ebi
confusion.
Ebi nya be MAAME ka say pension dey arredo.
Bibia basa no before you
pension dey nya dey arredo. So no, when I make us obi an kwa faso ye na dey. But one thing I say so say MAAME no say one thing say when it comes to governance, you are not doing something for your own self.
That is the point. You can manage the way you want it. And I say enterprise life. No, we are Ghana. So Obiya Kebi. So take your time and bring me in.
I don't say consultations are starting. Media me ujidi wo mu say na say no say busami ne say dey on open who create
No, your friend say there seems to be a looming reshuffle. Beba Alan Chematin were resigning. Akoto or say on also resigning with the intention some more vie for backbearership of the NPP. They say your friend say reshuffle no. After the nyambaso ana emmaso ana say die na ekoso ankasa e wo mo aban.
MAAME baby ametie dedi kan. Me can emphatically I can't confirm of any reshuffle on the way coming. Mean to be confirm.
Okay.
First of all, I don't have any position in government. Communication hierarchy, no. There's no any straight line communication. Abase, man peniso be reshuffle and as a reshuffle. So mean to mean and gas a reshuffle be because but the kind say man penny editor and ministers in so what interest, and this is not the first time. Or no man penny had done for the resign in 2007. I think 2006 or so. Abra ye na dwen so be kwa kope man penny akonya de no. Owura Alan Kojo Martin resigning the same year. Ono so ekoko contest here. So enya de a news. I think says Pugara did the same thing under the NDC. I've run on no special contest. Enti me who say another news because untimi nyina ban mu kuta aban position no na still ano on fan because you feel say we use o man no ejapade na ade your personal campaign and things. Enti papa say o do o man adwuma na beto. But I think say mami o man the constitution na nkasa no say de bia metina fi yesu ameka no o say sesemo. Onim de ntia. Position ni bi wo no mo betimi a contest ya ba won resign. No bit is will be a president, no person call for re-election. Untimi nkanche and say on resign.
And no say constitution come on.
And I make say and did I say constitution or say ye ho adwuma.
And the anima baby.
The entia make us say ye ho adwuma say do tia konya so no. Oko a friend say a tenampai or in the name of Akonya what is was a president work. Okoduru on mo be any campaign. Vice President it honoma or was Vice President. Okwa could be a BB and Oko could do any campaign. Whether a internal election or external elections. So we need to revise our constitution. Now Obia wa bemu or person who contested that president or vice president. You need to step down.
Oh, okay.
Jakunyane to Yenya vacant and until you speaker of parliament no. And until you chief justice no. They should take over. Ukona wini anu ababe to ojumaso. Where we need the front of Babani as when in. And no bad boama. Mammy, I think, sir. I thought that you wasted state resources on our personal gain, and it's total corruption. So, read the definition of corruption now. Using your public office for private gain. And Tiazumi, I'm the vice president today. Mammy, me wa ambition, me nyam fame to anabi, they are 12 on take rambo say, me kwako contest it. Ewo primaries when this in when people.
That's your vice.
Me that's your vice president. Baby, I make as vice president, make as minister. Intimate your mind full on echo. I'm not saying this because it be a MPP soon in America, sir. It happened under Mampenida John Dramani Mama. I see so I think you'll see a revising and constitution. Secondly, that dear Bako mind betting yet Nas and washing ye no revise a boy a 2 things to avoid these things. No, would the president for 8 years only who can so the president be boy? I was here the vice president. Because the first gentleman is going home, you should go with the second gentleman. After all, Ghana for doors. Nimdi any back of food.
But whereby you be a second gentleman or I'm mad the next 4 years and I'm 8.
Sentinel say 8 years. So we did Sentinel mom and Penny that your mama was a contest be because we need a continuous 8 years and I won't try 8 years. When you're 4.5, a 4 and 6 months pay. Send 6 years when you're dear now, baby sauce.
Moya campaign now say what D8 years.
Yeah, cancel the 8 years based on the he said he's the luckiest vice president.
And I say Alan Chamati should have resigned long ago due to some policy disagreements with.
I mean, say I feel grand. I mean, but hotel you say any permission na resign. But her resignation na cause about quite hate, about quite hate. And I know here. A year ni ba kwa ba che ba ho.
I say ba kwa and na year ba no no so ba bonten be ka bibi.
That do what the resignation letter the top ba starting here. Ba ba ko di ayira.
So
the me ni dia no dia. Certain member of parliament. Privileges be on ma. I was saying onya. And I say onya. But members of parliament, you don't know your man running the affairs. Your money paying and the cut you the money allowances. No, onya. Die fool near the idea and crophobia at the call rounds. No, into a bit so no catches on resigning in a year. To another dear, obey me, Eddie MP. Time on the swan, or contest, no, or no weenie or weenie. Or weenie was okay. I come in 1 year, me MP was a medibary, mean that time on ma, and me creative by election. Medimacunia not one of young by election, I mean, I can't campaign. Then ye, in your budget for near idiot, near Neco. Into the American say, media made me who so study the terrain now, political terrain now. Me, mommy, the mesre MPP for I yadia a here pay ye. So when your opportunity now it's not in front of mutina radio so TV so now kasa in the interest of honorable Kennedy or Hine Japan, honorable Kuto free ye, honorable Lunch Martin, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, or Mubia will support Biano. But who modern say be campaigning for candidate than to discredit other candidates. Mame idea essay pa eno ti na so best idea obi betimi win primaries now ma kan nyina so nko akwan ne nhwei because unu team na guo ma kan nyina ho fi
politics
mo bu ye ho fi awie na why
okay
and that is where the
ayi na amma no ho ayi na amma
eno dia me ye just Mami some contesting na they qualify. Mampeni abedi e Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Me am of Ajogate nso yiniti. Honorable Alan Kwajoche Martin, a Greek minister, yi Bafu Akotoba. Or this concrete, or also qualify, honorable Kennedy or Hine Japan qualify. So, say, watch Jack, one day, so rest room with the dada, and you quadrate. Almost any pay on Beba. But media, make Koswa strengthening free. Alliance, Great Alliance, or Mokai Great Alliance 2000. Eddie Winnie, election bar Bemuna. They should start forming alliance. In the primaries na ye bekono because one you careful vote kakra o say mimi nya no ya sanita no madam fu yemi nuanti ono na busuafo ne meto mame ye beto ama no na me nua di ato ama na so di ato ama be wi akiri na de bia ka 1% mu me mesere panifo no etoda ebi wo yenyina ambitions in life enye ni nyina na etimi miti maame 2022 me kai 1st January ambitions na visions ahodo a otwero ye no December 31st a opa opa na minioti wonya bi obedi papa ya sanita no ti wonya o maye obedi so meti hei etomia medi ni pepepe me proper the bedin in a lavish way. If you can make for 110 president, but because mommy, I tell you, can make his street machine crofon raw. Can't say who Ghana for edu street. Ah, mommy, I swear, can many police for machine crofon kremu. So man right to vote. Don't need a gentle leader. I'm telling you, a mind does not need a gentle leader. Yen na yang kamum yen hwem. Say fi say mama BIAMAH na obetimi dia call the radical way. Circle run about here.
Me ka Peter na Mfuri.
Dabi. And no say friend Dubai. Mama me makobo me share me ba ma bre na medium TC run about me hey. Hey na Jones ode me. Twa mani soja ni bi abo. And no lead him say free na from for habim. Na ma me since that mesere mampani fu ebebedi akire nyina mistakes ni dodo na afiri gen ho road and transport ministers adodo abako any current one maame adenti ye di market kwan no wokɔ the developed countries na ye kwan na the kwan to kwan no asase na no na asase na aka na bedi kwan ni finfin baako da ha baako da na asase ya ntam da finfin to ɔkyerɛ pɛsɛ expand a wo expanding ko obi fie wo expanding ko obi finfin so why do we do this to ourselves?
Contractor on this road. Or say long time ago, omo yes, Akwan first.
Yeah.
That was the time omo to compensation.
Mampeniko
This
4
time
time.
around, nobody is receiving any compensation.
Ba maami mampeniko 4 time compensations are you ya no. Se na nya compensations ni etu anka se sika ne betimi aye kwan na dru bolega.
Right.
Obekọ no se ye kwan na de bo ne to ho ne ye bobo no millions of dollars. Ye budan sika ye tu ya wo.
Remember those times.
Maami hwe nyinam twem kokọ enti na at a point na me mampani ko for ya adwen ba bia wo alternative ya de kwan ne be kwa fa kuro na ti no ya ma fa tire ne nya kuro ni ma wo.
They will still come back.
It's a
woman here.
And I make sure say what the say woman na is say kwan na da finfin so minim about the other side they say kwan ni bia ka side wa ya anya but say ya anya no ni problem na make ho asem o say de kwan ne to asase na no sebe ya ye gatas ni nyina nti obi si ni dan a on si nwie na mfuturo bi abekro so nti o de container besi ho kwan no ya ye de aba beto ano say 3 lanes ni ya ye demarcation ni nyina wo ho light post ni ye si light post now my you will sister be bria say you to ye niam ya me I see say a bedroom pempen so see a jai o mine krama the young ones need take over because ye any ebe o mere do yanim we need some anya ni ya me wie madwuma ba betena ho ache ye nsa constitution no ma me ye family be say unya 20 years atimi di president na fe me no ba pani no ye mfa ne nko pribi no wi ni ambe hu bo ba bu ye nkuremu
Nyasam ketwa. Beda sena na ke wakasa. Alote.
No. Only say no, baby, I drew Ghana. On for sell mine. You have nothing to sit down to come and preach. Engineer who preach it. It was only if you are seriously. And to me, in fact, 2 million share. Let me be saying, you tax more. Almost all man, then we come and preach. That preaching in there. No. Now, near me, tax man on Jimmy Huna, we mean Ghana.
Only Ghana.
Oh, no, only taxa. He doesn't care about anything.
I mean, whatever happened,
to preach here.
And also be preaching.
One G offering, Mr. to was net me.
And your man, 2 minutes, I'm finding me offering.
Indeed, mommy. For me, no, with the resignation now, those who have the interest to contest their resigning, it's normal. And once you have the interest, no, you have to resign. But baby, a man thing as here, baby, all the far, the constitution, they attach the president and the vice, no. But all Kasana say, okay, maybe I don't know the unsupported BMW, or no Odi, ain't no Kasana because the BMW will have extra fuel. I'm not going to before BMW and Audi. They say Alan understand deferred interest. That's Audi.
Individuals. Please.
And if any say, me see, we grow for more people.
And I'm saying individuals.
And I'm okay. And
BMW Benz one.
Okay, it's sorry. BMW. Say BMW will get extra fuel because he's still in power to campaign against them. And I made it, but per the constitution, vice president and I say president ain't resigning if you want to contest. It is the ministers and so that you have to resign. And it has been so. So now wow kind from Oracle Fabre so through Mills Mahama until now. Into more resigning, it's in order. Now one the same person who can say but Obi resign here you're talking about it. Oh, the microphone so oh, but no, I can see you. Then I can say I don't think say you bring it in. Was the microphone so 80
now why
so atem didie se ugu nipa no ho fi ene ade ene so ehuro
enu na start no
nipa no masa wo dey say biaka
so he has some achievements. Oh,
but my
I don't think say you have referred to the man because he has achievement. Or to be Tombo, cry greater Accra regional agric office. Yes. How Tombo dear?
Is a policy or and no a ministry in the net.
And I came we preach it to
why you not that ministry now? Yesterday you'll be referred to.
The kind of government we have now, and the economy will suffer. That's the point I'm making. What you say? How can you go and carry body from? If you say, "Oh, the body if you be a secretary office as a minister of agric," and then also you into nobody president.
The body no go for buy
MAAME.
Bonnie.
Ah, then I came. I mean, oh,
Bura what to be a
that policy was totally useless policy. I'm telling you. But this are Nkrofo and then say achievements, so they want to come and lead Ghana again. And I make us say the entire government, Mami, is funny. Comic relievers. You know to say no one that's BIAMAH say BIAMAH say and then look, it's more difficult to live in Ghana. Oh say Mami.
I tell me who do I for fact.
Because you are not listening. Oh, say you are interjecting. Me can say, oh, Mami, she send NDC ebu woman lady Ghana. Ye juma impuntu juma in NDC Ghana share mu nsem no hwe. Mu baya mu ye NDC with all the words in this world no. There was not a day say you see a debt payment suspension. Yet be tie kan nyina for the 8 years no. There was no debt payment suspension. And then you can't even pay your debt. And then inflation. And the American say inflation is very simple. What it means is near 380 billion. Of course. We were 220. Owura Mahama ebe hunku for Eurobond. Oh no. Ebe hunku for Eurobond 2007 750 million. Or to me see sinking fund. It is go to return and pay that debt. More because they say what's the sinking fund? The most useless government America say people can even go to be tombody on office no. On office say he can still lead Ghana because tombody you can add
for the body for the body no there na be to Canada pass.
And you for MPP that's your mindset.
But then what go to be?
There be that. Mean to be yes sir. There be that mama.
Don't to be a bonnet.
Oh there be. Police say something no I can't do that. And I make us say a cheap cry may family car from maybe a meeting alcohol no 300 fuel. So any cheap mommy.
I don't think
it's America say it's a useless venture. No, Tema.
No.
Ati to what level? Baby, I will wait to know. A whole gallon was 14 cedis.
Yeah, let's see for mommy alote.
And then just 1 liter. 12.4. Offer. And it's very simple. Maybe say no. Whether Muninamu resign you, Muninamu contest you, is a complete government of comic religious. Now, and then I don't know. Must say baby, well, and I can't afford to say, Niamuka, you know. Otherwise, what has he added? And America say, thinking for
I'm the end bad Katiama Moana. Welcome.
On the first issue now you're discussing, I think say and for real time and I don't have scared Ghanaians enough to put their money in the bank. And for me, once first point our account to be our close it and go and open account. And it is the best option. Say this to any of the banks are buying a anyway, Yambra a resignation and reshuffle so called. Mommy, before say about holidays. I think I should have Googled to get it. The date on which Omapenko for Ekoshia Nkrofo visiting on in his speech, can be a far reshuffle at the tone from him. Exactly a week and 2 days later. And now the same started course or honest bimu our bankesim. Until the better to Jano, you move be from the grapevines now. Yenya kakra indicating say there was going to be a reshuffle. Na oti bonto muna say, omo say suya muna say bebutuwa. The best thing to do is to jump out. Na jari trends you know. Na woman no embutu nwe bi ana ko mia wa hye ba bi no want me anye wo. Meanwhile so dem jari. Enti omo nim say omo abroad ye be abebu apaso no. Mo na omo fi mo go so bi wo ho. Ba bi mo ayo mo adwen say omo de omo nti say do bi no abe. Omo so be reshuffle. Omo famra. But aya na bibi ha me. The ba say ye call primaries for certain positions, especially the presidential aspect. Na yehwe NDC mu. It is alleged say bia His Excellency the former President John Dramani Mahama obeko. And now we know say Ura Dufo so adeclare obeko. And now Ura Kojobo so adeclare obeko. Sometimes when I look at the people who are coming, and you know say you don't come close. You do not come close at 20. In Crawford or more buy from NPP no. So the contenders are only 2. And maybe some who say, why would the rest? Oh, 3 saying.
Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Please, Mame.
Honorable Alan Kojoche Martin and the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
You see, Ghana for. Ye tie sam Crawford nyina o. The way omo kasa. Omo mannerism. Any no more ye wo omemo ha. If you have a sane mind, and I'm saying it without fear of favor, So what do you da ho pa? Wo show mo nja bia pa. You will not tell me say you will vote for obi a we Ghana for them from painful kosun kola. From a man who go mouth thing. Wo gu akuafo ho fi wa ka kire akuafo se wo pese wo ye ohiania e na obekoku nsam a waka no those dirty words what the dinkrofo atem wo TV so.
But don't you think that it is time for Ghana to hand over the affairs of the country to a businessman?
And that is not the caliber of businessman we need.
Who's a Ghana for you? Sumane and somebody who has a subine
radicality with disrespect and arrogance doesn't work.
Who are you referring to?
I'm referring to Canada, Japan.
But has it shown any form of arrogance?
I'm surprised, Mama Yamada, you asked me that question.
No, I have to ask you.
Well, Gumba who feel
what did his
one case, Mamia,
if you have anybody that you will wish say be a panel, I do not. Let's talk about it. I don't denigrate anybody.
I do not hate him. I do not hate him. Neither do I envy him. What I'm saying is that
that is up to you.
May I, I am saying we have two contenders.
One last year, make a quick comment on it.
Yeah, two contenders because BIAMAH, as you speak as a journalist, Canada, Japan, well, go and who say Charlotte or say, Sabi or the baby, a koji bibi.
And then the same thing, and including your leader,
Jai,
including John Mahama,
what track as a figure,
so John Mahama qualified to
track as a figure, I can see your best John Mahama. So when you sue,
and somehow
why are you people doing that?
Do your so-called
yeah, so let me do
number
it.
Two analysis.
So let me do it.
Your two analysis. If you think Ken is not part, go ahead with the two.
Did the invitees and I said producer no or invite you some Bekasa, you make Casa from Anacasa.
Who's it two? Tika two Nasem.
Mina make say maybe see two and no be say three.
And just three as well.
Mommy
three the free.
Oh.
So why you?
Mommy has been
so busy?
Even they are even four.
Mommy has been specific.
5, 6, 7, or 8.
Oh, what is your problem? What is your problem?
Mr. Tano.
Are you the host? Are you the host?
Mr. Tano, Mr. Tano,
Mommy BIAMAH.
Obi any abreso person obedi the Ghana president. Near one cow near why yo, say Ghana for man, leave it for the Ghanaian to judge.
I'm Vitogo. Me Vitogo.
Also candidate.
What's your yata? Massa, between the Yamano, other the movie say na yebano. If you ask me to choose them, make you the autombo no. In the sense say, me my obana woman. Journalists for minimum more yagu movie. And yet if you can so a bimo have been maimed as a result of Obiwa medicine I won't person mechanic. May catch you say. Oh, I didn't know what you are. I don't know much here for the form of food.
Okay.
Mama. But
say they don't can go be who fisa.
Me can be a hoofy. Yana can ya can so me to
Mama, you want to say you can
be and
what you say and you can say you go be who. Why you also be who?
Min can
who come on and go be what did he know at the
oh, min can go be
what did he know at the gym?
Da ben what is a cash or TV so and a radio so. What did you Ghana ni be at them that collapse ya won net.
0.9 hours no egu a wuti na misata na mpacho bra ayi ene esenra was ene ye da sorry ye unse some few months ago ebeto dwase nkoda bi school fo bi ano akwakotia mampanyi ma some investigations se koso a na ene na babeto dwa ese sa nkoda no ye yi wo modi koda makomako nwotwe ye yi wo modi asemi ya sefem mesramo because of ebreno etia yenti no will be at 2 minutes. Now, a quick one, comment on that. Minority in Parliament, Oma issue statement on it. Ghana Education Service said the punishment is too harsh. I say almost truncating Kodano, almost education, which is very, 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 very unfair. Almost unsupported the Kodana yendi, but truncating the education at this time of their lives, and I think say M1. Is that no? Oh, I know.
Baby, I will be a mess.
Mate.
And baby, I will support to be a mess.
That's
Into a way, 3 or 3.
Okay.
Actually, I become one.
You say something that you
Omoya 3 or 3. But maybe you will come back home.
Yeah, Ereja can you jogate ka ho. And one other person, they are 7 company Japan. So ka ho.
Into Omoya 3.
Omoya 7.
Okay.
Akumaran tomatoes on also on his way coming.
And Mambia Maya translate.
Is that no? Yangaza.
This Mambia Masa Asema Betuja, and then another Danko Kufado.
100.9 FM.
Yes, and can by now statement are bad from the presidency for the ministry to rescind that particular decision. It's so more or less. I don't know how to describe it. On my paying for Nabreso, or have been a friend doctor and for I stand to be corrected.
Yeah.
Be dipapaya or dipapaya tem
on the face to face. Me and you.
Minia and Che Bia Neat FM here and Ora da Cabre. O hosted program. Na Minia Miankasa Minia ba Esther. Ewoha. E can send be when the atembo can send be now. O man paying for na share any new amu fee se na enye asema eyenokre. Omu etisimu. Ekasaye. The ban so adakabre I stand to be corrected or can show also say or the Esther be back open hono abechiano. I know Esther very well. Me not to kwai akọ various areas campaign no man. Yes, you understand. And na ye won crofo so omadi o campaign that John Mahama. In fact, even with the short period of late mails no. Atemu ye did to the point he said NDC communicators they were saying send in some way tuntum wakoje yikawa bia nsem bebre nti mpanyifo and owura saloy esankoma also I stand to be corrected again obeka say insulting the president is not a crime and indeed it is not a crime tianka we should even look at it says sanko we omo adwen nyini nko asrubia but ye ne ye bia ye mpanyifo ye de bia ye mpanyifo ye kan and I told Muslim, I can assure you, I'm myself cooking the garden. That's what operas are. They know about all the lines, right? The same thing, politics, and Colani Nimina, Inti said, Colana diatema, if you am paying for no, and I couldn't Colano, Inti and combine statements are bad. What are you doing? You understand? And try Colana and Yenny, but it is important and immediately a statement should be issued to let the children go back to school.
Say I'm afraid they definitely on it is yempanyibu be say oba eja na go stress so ayentwa na mom ya pepa it is a punishment be na say a punish one more punish them severely them
completely you see ebi ani pa na take his addition he thinks that he's doing the bidding of Omampani and say nipa na did not antwa yiye so please I will just leave it here
me that say I will say
Mami I think near Menua Santano Kai, side with him. Now, you say for students, dear, time for on there, it will be once you're a student, even paying for cry. And if they have said something against the president, I don't think they should be punished. I agree, but more promising could fee. I will say education without change there, I think that one is wrong. Could be a disciplinary committee. Yes, so the children should be punished. They be a woman the whole term. They should win particular place every weekend. Yes, so the anybody who said Niamey is wrong, but Oko fear, I mean, it's completely wrong. I don't know why the Ministry of Education, if you're winning, I think
they issued that statement.
I think the president has delayed in issue because similar thing this year. First,
batch of senior high school.
The similar
after
thing.
their exams.
Upon number no. But later, the president came out to say, yes, so the same thing should be done. But I'm saying that I believe they should be punished. Every day, but not truncating the education. That one day, mommy, it's wrong. And meaning they cannot go and continue their school anywhere in Ghana. They can't even go to a private secondary school. Or to be in North yes. So say anybody to make a fear.
Maybe this particular school no maybe.
So say
That's what I think.
Okay.
Fine. Since they be able to make a private school. Say no. Which which run of deck. It's an feature on deck. Pass Eco University. If the child can go and ride on deck, Eco University, then you know there's no way. There's no point in it. But let the child according to the school hono. They am punishing on say yen katasa. But let them be in the school and work. Then I say akwara only fee. They can do crazy things. But you can say no because that no. No, you can't do that. I beg the office of the president, you know, say no, yes, some time ago, no. If you come back and look at this one too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Like it will be the years a TikTok was a day.
Yeah.
I would I stand to be corrected again. One of the ministers, Emma MAAME no epa Chelsea or no crop or name the echo. I think Obin the use no then yes adiano. Emma later on because of the intelligence the way Akolano the man our can 75 no. I think even the minister decided to help in the education somehow, something like that. I mean, why would you take such a decision?
And again,
MAAME, Didi Kain, Mestre Ghana Education Service for. Me try as and come I can letter and me read it. I'm say, I come in here, my delete in the hobby. Na at the idea me dey say omo ne say enkwala ne da chin ehia Didi Kain. Ye toso mi no. MAAME say oka say watwe mpanimfo se oba eja ne nan wo na so a MAAME ye pepa ye ntwa nan ne ntontwene. Ena se sebe eja nan koto akwala pan edware ne mu a MAAME se yi akwala ne firi mu ne ato ayi enzuo ne ayi nagu ye nto abofra ne nsuo ne nyina engo. So mesre no cressel said there should be some kind of discipline in the system. Nema nkwala ne ye no MAAME na ahomete say enkwala wo de wumu ade mfari ade no mo MAAME mu parents ehunu benefit o manya from free senior high school sika ka no mo boy na mampani agini afani nyina wo tu yamamo. It will be very unfair say MAAME obehu akwala waje ato ho say o fa ne ho kana oba bontin say be di watam ye nipa you feel the pain but mesre say mayem bi ebu ti say mampani dada jo mahama say mo kan say one of the sledgehammer and be come wansra abra mampani ko fo etu ni fo say so ofa nkrama ofa yi once the way before and be come my mesre DSA biano we should find another form of punishment for nkwala no nyemo mo koto ma disua because MAAME say we ebi abekom kura na busua nkwala ne free mu no eye abusua se free senior high school ya ma nko mutimi go secondary school ni biu MAAME bebe o sa ka he say mpanimfo si achia ensu emu ye man kwala no omu nyina nsa mra bonten na omu mepa chew na se de ye no MAAME ye bre so ye program ni masasante obo school pure ma o ti amankwala bi obu se wo mo mpanimfo enti de omo ye bibi asabe omo ndwene ho mesre mpanimfo ye mo mmra bonten publicly na omo mepachew de omo ye no ye mo ntiase die enti a also omo pachew opachew wie ye mpa so twen fufuru bi ma no school so omo kono ye tim the school park ne kura ma omo efu bi a mo na mo bedo
for the rest of the term.
Yeah, efu bi a mo na mo bedo.
They want to protect the image of the school. Into ministry no enyi sa ankola no enko first school for na for monship I ben o mawfo na che say school ne reputation no e be ba be dead say ye school A ye yi o mafiko
Ma there be yaw we ni free say school A na the pain akwala no so nya for boni a oye the new school no on feel it but the same school no tena bi nsem hunu no on tena wa ni
Meda sipi. I was young for Media Sedene Kabia Ma Mr. Yaw Asanitano Emmanuel Adote Alote ena Nana K Wanda Romano BIAMAH Yebonko me. Ola Mesrawa ene dia fache me ene dia ma defraud de papa New Year gift epa ena me de amount Azada kese enkoma production crew Jordan Aduma Jero Sajima Frima ena Nana Yaw Safo Monambo Michidom ema me de dwumade ebremo midin edema me BIAMAH AKWAFO betimi afrem BIAMZ 1 ema munyina finhia pa ema yenua bema Magjerio say adwumai shedin yakram
Inti nyanza mfuzi ya